All right, let's just dive right into this. Welcome back to today's explainer. If you've been following the digital creator space for a while, you definitely know that feeling. That very specific kind of anticipation that builds up when a massive artist and streamer just suddenly goes quiet. It's like you can literally feel that gap in your daily feed, right? Well, today, we are breaking down the highly anticipated return of Brian. We've got a super clear, source-backed timeline detailing exactly what he's been up to, when he's coming back, and how his content is about to get a massive, massive upgrade. We're looking at the complete 2026 comeback roadmap, basically mapping out his whole transition from a much-needed break straight back into the studio and right onto your screens. So naturally, we've got to start with the elephant in the room. It's the #1 question floating around in all the comment sections and community tabs lately. Where in the world is Brian right now? When the content well suddenly dries up, even for just a little bit, it is so easy to start wondering, did he step away? Is he pivoting to something completely different? We've definitely been in a bit of a content drought here, and honestly, your burning curiosity is 100% justified.
But hey, there is absolutely zero need to panic. The data shows us he is currently just on a vacation trip right now. Yep, that's the whole story. It's just a simple, much-needed break. Look, in the crazy, fast-paced world of music production and live streaming, taking time to rest and recharge, it's not just nice, it's absolutely vital for long-term creative energy. So for all you fans out there pulling your hair out, you can breathe a huge sigh of relief. He's simply taking a quick breather away from the mic to reset the batteries.
Which brings us to our first major chronological milestone. Section, August 2026, The Artist Returns.
And we are kicking things off with this direct quote from the man himself. Sorry for the waiting. I mean, it's super brief, right? But it really tells you everything you need to know. Instead of just randomly dropping content out of the blue, he's actually acknowledging your patience. He knows you guys have been waiting. He appreciates it. And honestly, it's just his way of giving everyone a friendly heads up before he fires the engine back up.
And guys, that engine is officially starting. Since we are currently in late August 2026 right now, this means Brian is actively back to making music. Like, right now. We are officially pivoting out of vacation mode and going straight into active production. The break is done, the creative gears are completely turning again, and his focus is just entirely locked back in on the music.
Which launches us right into the very next phase of our roadmap. Section, September 2026, New Music Drops. When you actually lay this whole journey out, it makes perfect sense. We started in the present, with the vacation trip. Then we just crossed over into late August, where active production returns. From there, we slide right into September, where he's actively making more music. And finally, that points us straight toward the future, the actual YouTube uploads. It is a really deliberate, thoughtful journey from resting to creating and finally to releasing. So, the real crucial point here is what exactly happens in that final phase. Well, according to the sources, we've got two huge takeaways. First off, he is starting more music by September. The sheer volume of production is really ramping up. Second, and this is probably the most important part for you listeners out there, some of these songs will be uploaded directly to YouTube. This gives us the exact platform to keep our eyes on. You aren't going to have to go hunting all over the internet for these new tracks. YouTube is going to be your primary destination for this whole new wave of music.
But wait, that is only half the story. Brian isn't just a musician, he's a streamer. So let's pivot our focus over to the other side of his digital footprint. Section, B. Martinez Live, the future of streaming.
Okay, this is where the roadmap gets seriously exciting for the hardcore fans. Right now, we're all pretty used to a somewhat modest schedule, right? He normally only does live streams twice a week. But look at what is coming. Everyday streams. I mean, wow, that is a massive, massive upgrade to his content output. He is completely leveling up from a part-time streaming cadence to a full-on, daily, everyday commitment. It's a real game changer.
So to make absolutely sure you don't miss a single second of this comeback, here is the two-pronged strategy you need to lock into your brain right now. YouTube is your go-to destination for the new music releases, and B. Martinez Live is your dedicated hub for the daily live streams. By splitting it up like this, separating the music from the daily interactions, you know exactly where to go for those polished studio tracks and exactly where to hang out with the community in the chat.
Which actually brings us to the very end of our roadmap today, and it leaves us with just one major question. Are you subscribed to B. Martinez Live and ready for everyday streams? Seriously, the vacation is officially ending, the new music production is completely firing up, and those live streams, they are jumping to every single day. The content drought is 100% over. Just make sure you're in the right place when that switch gets flipped. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you next time.